I'm not talking about critting Jerry. I'm talking about
Critting anybody.
damage being silly.
101 damage. By the way, I'm streaming.
Be
I'm
gone.
okay.
When
Did
I'm
you know
not
that Jerry is immune to paralysis?
No, now I do.
Very
Sorry, Caleb,
interesting.
you were saying something?
You kill him?
No, I was just caught off guard. I started music up when I hear we're not streaming yet. I was like, oh, okay. And then I just randomly hear, hey guys, we're streaming.
Hello.
Yeah.
Penny, did you post?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, you can. I believe you can post it an announcement. Oh, crew streams. Okay, you did it.
I already did.
Not an announcement.
Okay.
Sorry, it's nothing special today, gamers. I normally have a lot more fun with this, but.
Good morning, Mel.
Good morning! Hi, everybody. I woke up like half an hour ago.
This stream is sponsored by the movie Ratatouille.
It is not. For legal purposes,
Alright.
it is not.
TLDR, we were just watching Ratatouille before the stream started. And we didn't get to finish the movie.
Don't tell them that. They're gonna get ideas.
That one comic that's like, I can't make love to a woman, but you
You can.
still holding up
Rebecca Sugar made
No,
that.
Alright, can we not say that?
What a cursed time we live in.
It is truly a first time.
Anyways, man, you
Shit.
put a lot Rin. I wonder how good they're at it.
Good at what?
I wonder
Oh,
how-
right.
putting this orb underneath the chef hat. Okay, sorry. You have the recap, I'm sure, to give us.
Well, recap of last time is not a lot.
That's
Mostly interaction, so...
the important thing, I guess, is our
We
goals
could-
for the session.
Yeah, so yeah, where we had last left off, then everyone was gathered around for kind of breakfast, and y'all were readying to head out today to, I believe, the Golden Church to see some wording is escaping me. I guess as the creature had put it before, holy men.
The clergy.
Clergy. People to assist you in your situation.
Okay. And I guess we can start in media res from where we left off, then, if you want.
Oh, sure.
Hito is... What was for breakfast again? Remind me, everybody.
Fuck, it was something Cyrus cooked, and I've done forgot. Let me...
Waffles?
Yeah, I think it was something simple. Like a waffle or a pancake.
Hito is taking little bits of waffle and just sneaking them over to the rabbit. Hold on, wait, is this good for the rabbit? Hito would know. Let me roll
Rabbit.
knowledge.
Rabbits can indeed eat.
You know, like,
Eat a little pancake.
Little
like
pancake.
Caleb, you know how
Just
there's like a
a-
stack of pancakes in the middle? Ron just takes like 5 of them and drags them off the table onto the fucking ooze.
We feed our respective pets.
I give Jerry my cup of tea.
Fucking Keith over here was like, part of the arrangement was no dogs in the apartment.
Kage takes a look at everyone and their friend. Kage thinks about her friend.
Oh,
Oh,
album. Rin looks at Kaguya. Don't worry, we'll see album very soon.
Kage doesn't say anything, she just keeps eating.
It will be fine, Kaguya. I rest assured, it won't be very long. We have today and tomorrow, and then after that, we will be seeing him once again.
Wait, I thought it was tomorrow.
Yes,
no,
Monday.
there were 3 days that we had.
day one that you handed him off was the day one.
Yes.
So-
Oh, it was
or-
so-
Day 2 was the stealing, and then day 3, day 2 was stealing and fighting the Bandersnatch, and day 3 is today.
well then perfect. It'll be tomorrow.
Jerry,
And-
come home, love.
We will be seeing Album again shortly. Believe me.
Kaguya
This-
like breathes in, smiles. I can't wait to go back to Lady Zaya. Kind of miss her. So this kind of like stretches a bit. She looks happy now.
Although it
Oh.
certainly is quite pleasant here, I must say. How? Yes. When and how are we going to do that? Actually.
Well, don't we have a carriage to just take?
Well, what I'm saying is,
We were handed the teleportation scrolls, if that's what you're referring to.
I'm mostly Oh, yes, that's right. We have the scrolls to teleport directly into his domain whenever we need to. My biggest concern. This might be a little bit over Keith and Trevor's heads, but that's fine. I think
Trevor's mostly also feeding the ooze nearby.
He's just playing.
I feel like it would be ruder for us to do bonded mine in this particular scenario because Keith has already had enough of our shit.
I imagine we are just talking.
Yeah, Rin's
Yeah.
just talking.
He would be used to it. You have already bonded-minded in front of him several times
But
before.
it feels rude.
Does Lady Zaya
did
have
it,
bonded
people.
I
mind?
know, I'm just...
Yeah.
Do it.
Does Lady
Keith,
Zaya have bonded mind?
You're unsure.
Man,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to bonded mine at her when I get the chance next time.
She has, in the past, never seemed to understand what we are saying in bonded mind, so I don't believe she does.
even if one of us.
She might
Mhm.
have now. Yes, exactly how long are we planning on staying after, the whole album thing is sorted out? I don't want us to, impose necessarily on you, but I am fine with staying as long as is appropriate. I kind of look to Ren.
Oh, well, I only have 2 things left to do. It's a challenge that I need to do and to investigate the robbery.
Okay, that makes sense. In that case, I suppose we can leave a day or 2 after tomorrow?
That sounds fun.
I too have a couple of things I need to attend to.
I hope that is perfectly alright with you, Keith. I know you've been very hospitable to us, and I apologize for gestures to the creatures.
Well, it's still, technically Ren's house.
Well, don't
But,
say that. It's both of our houses.
That's fair enough. But, nah, it's alright, but I appreciate you all here. Just as long as, nothing's breaking nothing, which nothing has so far, so
That is
it's all good with
surprising.
me.
Yesterday you would have thought something would have gotten broken, but everything was fine actually, which I'm happy about.
You know, speaking of breaking things, I do want to introduce you to my other sister at some point.
Uh-oh.
I give Kaguya and Kara a look. I
May
don't
be
think
feasible, but it could be. How should I
Ren,
I just want
Ren,
to see
it's
what
such
Lady
a-
Zaya thinks of Keith.
wait, no, you see, Kaguya said, Ren, it's such a long and perilous journey. I think it'd be better if perhaps they just knew about each other than anything else.
I could try. I don't. Do any of you have silent image or an image or spell or anything?
Oh, I
I
have
have-
a major image.
I also have major image.
You could just show.
I'll show you
Oh,
what,
yeah.
what Lady Zaya looks like, and I
Kaguya-
on this seat I
Kaguya
put
sweat.
the you know, the human form of Lady Zaya.
Okay.
Which spell level is major image? 3. Here we go.
A 3rd level spell.
Oh my god, range 760 feet. Oh my god.
God damn.
You can cast this across
Oh,
the
right, you
fucking
can
map.
make a pretty... You can make that pretty large. I think at your spell level, you could just make actual Lady Zaya.
But no, I did the human Lady Zaya.
Okay.
Let's not do the dragon version to the human.
Maybe.
But this
maybe.
is my other sister.
Let me see. So it is the human version, so he's, Atheus, why ain't she here?
She has other
Well-
business to attend to Like, he just choosing her words
A
very
lot
carefully
around.
to not lie.
Mm,
She's like,
she didn't want to come here, because there's someone here she really hates.
not
Yeah.
here, but like in the city. She has
Going-
a handful of enemies, so it's
I was
It's
just
better.
going to say she limited her domain.
that makes it sound a lot more scary than it needs to be, Kara. He just kind of like looking at her like, don't
Don't.
give away.
But she's a very important person, and she owns a lot of land.
Kage just eats more.
Rin hasn't just.
God damn it!
That's right. That where y'all been staying this whole time?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not quite like here, though. Red says, kind of looking a little sad.
No, I will be sad to leave here. Rin, did you come straight from this place to where we were when we first started adventuring together?
No, it was about a 3-month difference between me leaving here and seeing you.
Oh, where were you in the meantime?
Here. I spent most of my time at home.
No, that's what I was asking.
Well, I just kind of walked around. I don't really remember what I did. It wasn't really all that important.
I kind of looked to Keith and cocked my head to the side.
He kind of shrugs. She just kind of up and left one day.
Kage
Seem-
looks at Rin.
There was no good stories, so I suppose it wasn't important.
She means when she was gone, not while she was here, Keith. You understand. Speaking of which, Quito tries to quickly change the subject. You two were living here together for quite a while. Have you, Rin doesn't believe me when I talk about this. Have you noticed a level of, forgetfulness? Or is this a newer development?
Hit me with that DM, Tiny.
Oh, sure.
I just figure you know her
Picture that.
almost as well as we do, considering the fact that we hadn't seen her for so long up until very, very recently, so...
Oh lord.
He just thinks about how little Keith seems to actually know about Rin, though, and is like, perhaps, maybe.
Says, she's always been little forgetful. Not really walk out the house and forget about the house kind of forgetful, but you know, more than I guess you would expect from someone, but Trevor always seemed to be keen to remind her about things.
Oh, well, that's awful sweet of you, Trevor.
He like gives you a smile as he keeps like feeding this ooze.
He just watches the food go into it and then stay there and is like,
God.
whoa.
It's kind of mesmerizing.
I feel like I'm forgetting something right now. It probably isn't important.
Well, hold on. Okay. Are you forgetting what we are about to do today? Because I believe we're all going to see the, religious people. What did the Bandersnatch say last time?
Holy man, I believe.
The holy men. And I assumed we were all coming along and then going to disperse throughout the day. Yes.
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
Gift, do you want to come along?
I assumed I'd be going wherever you go.
Oh, that's perfect!
I guess it is.
How big is Gift? Can he fit in like a pocket, or does he fit in a bag?
No. Get Hold on, is he small or medium sized? I think.
He's medium-sized.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's
okay.
big.
Can you like?
Can you get smaller? I don't know how I'm supposed. Can you move around?
I can form around objects to make myself a different size.
Oh, that's perfect. Can you just form into a gauntlet or a glove or something?
Sure. A gauntlet for you, or someone else's hand?
From my hand.
Alright. So I guess still holding him, you see his mass kind of change and shift as he, as requested, turns into a gauntlet around your hand.
Okay, so let me look this up real quick because it says he functions as a void glass breastplate. Now you don't have to wear him like he's armor, I don't believe, if you don't want to. But
I'm just holding him. Not as armor.
any suit of armor normally made from void glass, you get a +1 bonus on all saving throws against mind-affecting magic. A +2 because it would be a medium armor. And enhanced ready creature. Okay, so yes, basically you just get +2 against mind-affecting magic. And if you want to have him function as a breastplate for armor purposes, you may. But I think your AC is better when you're not wearing armor, right?
Yeah, I lose all my benefits if I'm wearing armor.
Okay, then he can just function as the mind-affecting thing, I believe. He does not have to actually be armor if you do not want him to be.
Rin looks at the gauntlet and turns to Kaguya and then and Kara, just kind of looking at them one at a time. Do you think this looks good on me? Should it be boots instead?
That looks perfectly fine.
Then Kage smiles. It looks great on you.
Thank you. Rin says, kind of looking at the little gauntlet. Well,
The living gauntlet you have on.
I think we should go now.
All right. Trevor, would you mind taking care of this rabbit for me while I'm out today?
He kind of gets up excitedly and runs to get the rabbit.
I get to take care of a rabbit.
God, don't move that fast or rabbit will get spooked.
Do you? This rabbit's chill. He just says, you know what? Actually, why don't you name her?
All right. And then we'll get back to that. And
I know the rabbit's name. I'm calling it Hito Jr.
Hito 2. Electric
Hito
Boogaloo.
You just run
All
into the
right.
kitchen? Oh, okay.
He will
He's-
name this.
He also is going to start feeding the rabbit.
Does he know what to feed the rabbit?
Looks like he's just generally handing it vegetables till it likes one.
Do you like the corn? No? Do you like the
I'm
lettuce?
going to. I'm just going to briefly give him a list of don't. I'll let him figure out what she likes, but I'll give him a list of what not to feed her.
Okay.
Because she still has a rabbit statistics, which means her HP is not very good if she is poisoned by this little boy.
Yeah.
Wait, is Cyrus coming along?
Are you coming along, Cyrus?
That's not really for me to decide.
I suppose not, but
If you could decide, what would you decide?
A good question. I guess I'm coming.
fantastic. Come along.
No, before we go, I think I'm gonna use the restroom real fast.
Oh,
Okay.
Kage, you know I have to pee before I go anywhere. No. She's like,
Kage already flew
yeah,
up to
she's
the
already running.
The fucking speed run to the bathroom!
God damn it, she always
Kage-
does this.
Kage already teleported to the bathroom, did that Naruto teleportation.
From the ceiling.
Instant transmission.
Yeah.
I hate
Now-
that she can do that now. That makes
Listen,
it worse
by the
than it
way,
ever was.
in reality, right, I don't need to use the bathroom.
Oh no.
So
Didn't
hold on,
run
should I
the-
roll the bluff check for that?
I mean, I'm not gonna insight check you. There's no reason why I would think you're lying about going to pee.
Yeah.
Okay. As I go then to pee, right? I take all this stuff I stole, and I'm gonna find a place to stash it nearby. Probably like somewhere where I haven't really seen people be checking around.
How long are you taking the pee?
Somewhere like up in Keith's, you know, like doesn't Keith have like a barn or like a tool shed he uses?
I think. Let me see. No, actually, most of his stuff is inside. He hasn't built a extraneous building to store things in yet, so it'd be in the attic.
He's treating it like it's property he's renting out. Basically, like, I don't know, the lease is still up, and I just don't want to make the landlord angry.
That's it. Then I guess up in the attic I would find a quiet place to store my things. The things I specifically stole.
You put it in one of the boxes in the attic.
Okay.
Just randomly.
Yeah, there's a lot of boxes and places to store things, so you're definitely able to find one where you can put your stuff and tuck it under some other things so it's not seen.
Yeah, I try to make it look like it's not disturbed. Should I make a check for this?
I suppose in case somehow anyone does check, give me a stealth check.
Or would that be a disguise check, if you're trying to, like...
I think the things have stuff for using your stealth to hide items.
Okay.
On your person, it'd be sleight of hand. 20, I see.
Wow.
I rolled a 20, guys.
That's funny.
What a
I
nat
mean,
20.
you are trying to hide stuff in Rin's house.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's fine. I mean, it's not hidden poorly, definitely. Like, even if it's a 1, a 20 is still a 20.
Oh my god!
Yeah, there it is.
You don't automatically know, though.
If you do, for some reason, go into the attic,
You will
There you
find
go.
it if you roll that.
was
Oh no!
Also-
You automatically find it if you look. Oh
No,
no!
here's the thing. No, here's the thing. Kaguya thought to herself, you know, I think the best place might just be out in the open. They'll never suspect it. And Kara just goes to the room. She's like, why is it just in the open?
Why is this just out here? What is happening?
I was rolling for the funny +2 modifier. I can't beat a 20, but
Oh my god, that's funny. All right.
Ow! Can I try again, or is that? No, I'm
That's it.
boned. Okay, I come downstairs and
And-
like,
I mean, unless you're taking quote unquote 20 minutes to pee to take 20.
Yeah, no. If you do that, I will be looking for you because
Yeah,
Hito
no,
needs to
no,
pee
no.
very badly.
Kaguya's like, I've taken too long. Like, I've taken too much time. I have to go back downstairs. After,
And
like,
as
1
soon as
minute.
as soon as you come back, Hito fucking legitimately just zooms right past you to the restroom, and then comes back.
Mhm. Kaguya makes sure that she's properly disguised with all the thing, with the
And-
big long.
I start speaking in bonded mind to the group, and I say, "Okay, so we should not be in any danger as long as we stay together. But I'm very nervous. I'm not going to lie. After yesterday, I'm still a bit concerned.
I'm not in
Okay.
trouble, alright?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
No,
You're fine.
Cyrus says that aloud because he doesn't have bonded mind,
Yeah.
and you'll start
No,
doing
yeah,
the
yes,
looking
I know
thing
you
again.
Looking in your eye.
Hito says,
Oh, okay.
I think after fighting the Bandersnatch, nothing we face today will be as scary or as difficult as that.
Don't say that, Ren. Kaguya says like face palming.
"Oh,
And if
sis,
it does, then it'll just be a good story.
Boy, Cyrus, I may need your assistance later.
Very well.
Also, I make a perception check the moment I step outside.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Yo, Kaguya,
I
you're off your
gotta-
game today.
Gotta get him out of the way, you know, first 30 minutes.
you're
You-
like smooth."
I'll make
You
the
look up at the
perception
sun.
check.
You look up at the sun, that's the best place anything could be hiding.
Probably must be looking up there. Let me take a look.
No, don't look at the
Where-
sun too.
Kara, I will say, you of all people should know, we're not going to find that thing by looking around or even listening. It is very, 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 very well hidden at all times.
Well, I can
Absolutely.
just find
I'm
it
just
easily.
having fun.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
does
if
it
you-
right again.
Yes, don't do that again. It makes it very sad, and also makes it want to kill you.
Yes, I know.
It's otherwise relatively benevolent for something that wants me dead.
Those that were willing to turn it off.
Cyrus, once again, keep yourself ready. We shouldn't be attacked again today, but in case that we do, you have your spear at the ready?
I do.
Also,
Fantastic.
if you feel your spear start to shake at all, please let us know.
Very well. Alright, so, with that... oh, did that... Ah, okay, yeah, that switches the song. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we don't need our tokens on the map.
Where are we going?
Now together. You make your way, back, or for some of you, back to the Golden Cathedral, where you know, essentially, if there were to be paladins and the like, it would be there, as there are emissaries of Elathun, a very holy and godly-centric city, that make their residence there among the Order. With Cyrus in tow, and as well, you do know Change is there, still there, from his status. He's moved some, but seems to always end up back there. As per you guess is his probation that he's found himself in.
Okay.
God.
So he has a certain level of freedom, as he said, but
Yeah, you've
he
seen
always
it.
has to return
I
there,
really hope
otherwise he'll be
I really hope he doesn't just shit himself when he sees me. Because I know he's fucking afraid of me.
We do also need to break Change out at some point, but I suppose you could just hand wave that Rin as soon as we start leaving, yes?
Oh, yeah, I can.
Okay.
Even if it doesn't work, I can get him out. Kaguya says, smiling.
Kaguya, please. Don't do anything too dramatic, okay?
Kaguya smiles. Of course. It wouldn't be very good infiltration, would it?
Gonna sense motive, you motherfucker.
Wait, what? Alright. I'm not gonna let you read my mind.
Fog! I'm not actually raging. Why is my rage buff on? Fuck! That was the best
I was
could do.
expecting the nat one, but it actually didn't happen. I'm surprised.
Yeah,
Oh.
damn. But that's fine. Alright, if you're sure.
You think I will, since you did crit, I'll have to say that like you detect playfulness, and that's all you get.
Alright. I entrust you with this. The holy men, what am I supposed to tell them? What am I supposed to say?
I don't know. I thought you would just walk up and they'd recognize you or something.
Let me think. Caleb, what did the Bandersnatch say? Exactly in regards to its duties and stuff? Because I'm trying to think of, like, anything it said that could have been useful information to give the holy men.
It expressed to you it was sent by a god of the dead for essentially transgressions against them, saying you had cheated death.
Okay.
That was about it. And that holy men could help you. His newfound common was very poor.
That's true. He was only given common seconds before. That's fair. Okay.
So, I guess you're looking to mend the bond with the god of death?
Oh, interesting proposition.
Because if
But
you
I-
mend the bond, he won't send people to murder you.
But if I do absolve myself, I am going to die. You do realize that.
Well, you just have to
Yes.
give him something of equal value.
To me.
Yes!
Someone else's life?
That's why you have
Kaguya
to
says,
ask
"Okay."
the holy men.
I suppose. It'll be fine. Maybe. Okay, it's fine.
We just need to know what the price is.
Dun 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 dun. Right. I suppose Hito sits in quiet contemplation then as they continue towards the site. We are taking the carriage, yes? Or are we just hoofing it?
Kara?
That's the Kara thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's what I believe.
it's a new day. I will cast the. I will give us a carriage.
Yeah, and we have it for the rest of the day, so like, you know.
Make sure all my resources are restored.
Yes, I will also do that. Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah, while I'm at it, I'm gonna activate an hour of my cape. My Cloak of Darkness.
And
I see.
let me check my things to see if there's anything I need to do.
I only get 8 hours of them.
Yeah. I don't believe I need to do just about anything yet. So, unless there is something that I'm definitely forgetting. Sorry, I am just checking to see if like I need stuff. No, I'm fine. I'm good.
Okay. So, you eventually come to the large golden pillars and gilded bricks that make up the cathedral. Outside, once again, lots of store stalls and whatnot, selling various things to help support the order and the cathedral itself. Go inside. Alongside Rin, you're all sort of waved in without issue.
Alright. Once again, I have my hood covering my teeth and stuff to hide my more monstrous features.
Kaguya also has the coverings on as well.
I assume
Robot arm.
we wouldn't have a lot of problems, but I know that this is the type of beauty that is very much in the eye of the beholder, and I'm not sure how the people of Thaumadoon would necessarily take to it. So, yes, I suppose I look for the most.
Look for the High Priest.
Yes, the most important looking clergy member. I ask around for the High Priest.
So let's see. Asking for, I guess, a higher ranking person of Holy Order. You're directed 2 different places.
Okay.
There is, let's see. There is sort of a representing priest from Elathun here. A cleric sent to here to basically act and give orders that how do I put this? Orders to those who more answer to gods and whatnot. They act as a kind of universal priest for the religions of those who are represented under Elathun's flag. The second place you're directed as a possibility to go is that there is a what would the proper term be? A posse, a cavalcade of paladins. There are a fairly high-ranking group of them that are here today and for the next while.
I think I'll go to the cleric just because I don't. I think the paladin sort of will not necessarily be that helpful in the knowledge department. So I will head to the cleric. Am I supposed to go alone?
What do you mean going alone? I'm coming with you.
I'm just asking if they are like suggesting I head in there alone to them.
Oh no, they're let me see from when y'all got here. You had breakfast, so yeah, no, they're just wrapping up after basically a sermon.
Okay.
So they're available to talk to and share your sins with.
I will head towards them then.
So yeah, you find them in one of these in an off area, but in this off area is a rather large room. set with pews and a podium as such, but you can see it's definitely in the process of what was happening here is wrapping up. People are leaving, and the cleric in question sits among the pews, chatting with those who pass by. Let's see. So yeah, what do you do? And it's not like you're restricted here. Anyone who wishes to be here obviously is. So I assume you're all going with Ito?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I wait. Thanks. I wait until people start clearing out and stop, like, probably, because I'm assuming a few people, like, you know, in church where you, like, chat up the pastor maybe a little bit for a while, or, like, give your thanks to them or talk to them a little bit about some stuff after a sermon happens. I wait for people to start clearing out in a major way, and wait until he's not particularly busy or enraptured in the conversation before approaching him. Hello. You do not know me, of course. And I do not know you. So I will introduce myself. I am, Hito.
Well, it is good to meet you, Hito. And you see that this individual's an elf. They are done up in quite a bit of garb, perhaps some of it magical, but they stand and acknowledge you.
And I've come to you today for help, some assistance. May I have your name?
Let me see.
Oh, sorry, did you not have... I'm sorry.
I had names, not this man's name. One moment.
You actually picked the worst possible person for me. Thank you so much, Melody. This is incredibly inconvenient. I love you.
I'm Pastor Jeremiah.
Hey,
I used to be a bullfrog before I was awakened and transformed into this elf-like man body, man.
someone used to help me drink my wine. But either way, his name is Variel.
Father Variel, I come to you with a very difficult topic to discuss, and I'm sure you've dealt with people who have had problems with their religion and with their faith before, but I am in a situation where I am suffering in the other way around. From the opposite. My faith is having a problem with me, or rather my lack of faith, I suppose.
Real quick, as you do this, I will denote, you see, as he is utilizing somatic components, just idly.
Oh shit, are
Like he
you
is.
preparing some kind of ritual? I'm so sorry.
Oh no. I am simply casting some things to better help me understand what situation you might be in.
Is there a way for
If
me
you
to
do-
identify what the spell is?
Would still be spellcraft.
Okay. I have that.
Have I spellcraft? I do.
22.
Let's see, so...
Oh,
shit.
Am
Magic.
I allowed to roll spellcraft?
Yeah, anyone looking on can roll
I
spellcraft.
rolled a 3.
oh no.
I'm not familiar with the divine. Never interested.
That's
in it.
still enough.
Okay.
So you see, he is casting several things. He is casting, let me see.
I'm
One
assuming
is-
like an augury or something like that.
Probably like
Once-
detect alignment and stuff like that.
Yeah, basically like a detecting alignment. Just several kind of detect spells. Let's see.
I am lawful neutral.
Okay. What else? But yeah, go on. I'll let you know if anything might be unsettling to you that he's casting.
Was he going to just beat the shit out of me if he was like, "You evil, die, die, monster, monster, monster"?
No,
Yeah,
he would report them to the
that-
authorities, which is me.
Then I would kill him.
Well, I mean, you did
Right.
say you have a problem. If you came up as evil, then maybe it's something to do with that.
That's I guess in this world where these spells, because you can't necessarily be like you detect as evil, which means you must be a terrible criminal, because that's not how alignment technically works. That just means you're like kind of selfish or a shitty person.
How does
Yeah.
alignment work?
Very not.
Alignment is not necessarily a good indicator of anything in Pathfinder. Only like how I don't know how you work in this world, Caleb, but like
I'm basically you're on point right now. I suppose I should go over how I view alignment working at another time, but that's quite a tangent.
okay.
For another day.
Yeah, so we'll do that later. So
Okay.
go on.
That's fair. I was attacked by a great and powerful creature that claimed to be under the dominion of a death god. And it claimed that I had besmirched the name of that death god by escaping death. And that I should come here to seek some kind of absolution or conclusion, because this great creature is going to continue stalking me until it finds me alone, so it can kill me and bring me to death once more. I remember nothing of this. I don't know how and when I could have besmirched a god of death. I am a warrior, and I will say that, but I don't remember ever dying or doing anything that could have been considered cheating death.
Let me see. So he
I
seems.
I
Go ahead.
remove my I pull my hood down so that he can see my sort of features. I don't know if this
Okay.
would have anything to do with it at all, or if it could be a clue. But I have had this affliction.
Have you
not-
always been like that? Oh, sorry. Actually, go on. You were just about to explain how long you said it for him.
Oh yeah, no. I think he does. Like, yeah, he probably gets
Yeah.
that before I say it. And I say, well, when I was younger, I didn't really look like this. I maybe had a slight tinge to my skin, but I honestly don't remember when I started looking like this. I don't really have anybody to tell you when I started looking like this. It was sometime after I left home, but that was a period of about 20 years. I believe it was not 20 years.
No.
10 years, right?
It was like
10
10 or
years
5 years, I don't remember.
I give him the accurate amount of years.
Yeah, you give him the accurate one.
I think it was 5 years, though.
5
It was 5 years.
I don't remember much of that time, only that I occasionally did some, and you might find this unsavory, so I apologize, but bounty hunting and mercenary work and the like. And then at some point my mind goes blank, and bits and pieces of that time go missing, and I don't really remember when I started looking like this.
Do you say you don't remember much? As in, the memory has faded from you? Or it was not of note, and you do not simply recall accurately?
I don't remember. I quite literally do not remember. It is like a board of cork. When people are cutting out of it and trying to make stoppers, and you see these holes riddled through it. That is very similar to how my memory of that time is. There are parts that just aren't there. I've never really thought much of it, but she kind of just doesn't finish the sentence.
Would you mind if I tested some things then?
Certainly not. I think that'd be perfectly fine with me. Will it hurt?
I don't believe so.
Kaguya looks at this guy.
Does he read like he is malicious in any way? Do I need to make a sense motive, or does he seem...
Kaguya is making a sense motive just to try to get a read on him.
He...
Ooh.
You can make a
Nope.
sense motive if you wish. Yeah, so generally doesn't read as malicious. You're not sure how he's reading, but he doesn't seem like he's about to coup de grace you with a fireball or something like that.
I don't think there's any spell this random clergy guy can cast that will fuck you over.
No, like,
But anyways, if you want to know what Rin's doing, she's staring up at a statue.
I'm observing this wholeheartedly. I want to see what this man's cast.
Yeah,
Okay.
does he seem more curious generally than anything else?
Perhaps with your sense motive a little hard. He's keeping kind of a consistent demeanor.
Okay, so he has not changed, and he's still like warm and welcoming, and
Yeah.
For
Okay.
now.
all right. I just kind of lead my arms at my sides and say, do I need to sit down or do anything, or can you just do this right here? Or
He does a gesture for you to sit down.
she sits down in one of the pews. I assume there's like rows of pews.
Yeah, there's many.
I just take the nearest seat and just close my eyes.
Let me see. So, you can roll a spellcraft if you wish, Kara, as he is casting.
Ciao. 26. Low roll.
Not too
So,
low.
so let's see. He...
Oh, hold on a second. Before I do that, I say, now, wait one moment. You're not going to like this. I turn around and take my bat out of my head so he doesn't accidentally cast on my bat instead of me.
That does throw him off a little. You see him recoil a bit.
I'm very sorry.
Kaguya
There
face
are a
palm.
lot of things going on with me. You must understand. I do apologize. I just missed my bat to leave because he seems uncomfortable with it. Terribly sorry about that.
It's
Wait a minute,
fine.
Caleb.
Yes.
I'm gonna DM you something real fast.
Okay.
Oh, wait, if Keith somehow gets arrested for the robbery because of this, I will physically fight you. Oh, sorry, Keish.
Sorry, Keish.
Sorry, Keish.
Sorry, Keith, actually.
Wait, why are we apologizing?
No reason.
I just missed Keish.
Okay.
Squints audibly.
I think you're just not squinting.
Actually, while we wait for you to do that, I know this is in the middle of something. I need to piss real quick.
While
Tiny-
that's happening,
Greg, can you vamp? Yeah. I'll be right
while
back.
that's happening, did Caleb leave?
No, I'm here.
Okay. While that's happening, what kind of spell we dealing with here? Or did I fail?
No, you passed.
Gotcha. I marked it in my checkbox.
No.
Team wants to have
I see.
26
Funny meme.
Caleb, are there like statues or like identifiers for what
Oh yeah,
gods
this is
are
a very
in this-
opulent church.
Okay, is there any
your god?
statues for Prudikine in here?
Let me see.
Is Prudikine popular, or is she like only the hipsters
Hmm?
know about Prudikine?
Yeah. Is only the hipsters kind of know. You don't see any. The closest thing you see to sort of representation of Prudikine here is that this priest and whatnot, this cleric, his robes are adorned with many holy symbols of many different gods, and among them you do see one that its symbol resembles that of what the shifting symbol on your hand sometimes is.
Ooh. I'm gonna look at my gauntlet. Gift, can you still speak?
I can.
Do you know much about Prudikine?
I suppose, what do you want to know?
Do you know if Prudikine has any champions?
Not particularly. Not many people worship Prudikine.
Is there a reason you think that people don't like Prudikine?
Prudikine can be very straightforward. From what I've gathered from talking and what I've learned from having access to some thoughts, is that their directness might not be viewed favorably by some people. Prudikine can be very forward and is a god that encourages change and damns stagnation. So, some might not personally enjoy that.
Hello. Sorry about that. I'm back.
Welcome back. So
Do you? Oh, sorry.
he is casting two different spells. The first one you see, he takes out 2 silver pieces, and you recognize this spell as Kara, as a hastened judgment. Essentially, if someone's soul is in kind of the limbo, awaiting their judgment in the afterlife, this would quickly help ensure that they get there and cannot be raised as an undead.
Oh!
However, doesn't do anything on people who have a soul in them.
Huh.
Ah.
Oh, so he's wondering if I may be undead.
It seems, yeah, like he's
going to
utilizing.
try to purge me!
It seems like he's using this spell in a sense to attempt to gauge where your soul is, if you have it or not, and if you're, undead or not. So, after that, let me see.
Does it seem to do anything to me?
Past the glow of the spell, doesn't look to do anything, but you suppose
We will
it
find
might
out
just
in
be
a second.
giving information and stuff to him. So he taps you on the shoulder, kind of to say, "Oh, you can open your eyes."
Okay.
It says, "Well, it seems that you." You don't remember much of anything from that time you said, right?
No, nothing related to this in particular, but yes, many things are unclear to me.
Do you know if you were always on the material plane?
I don't remember leaving, but I don't know. I've only become, I suppose, powerful and wizened enough rather recently to be able to plane shift on my own or leave this plane, and even then it seems a bit beyond me at this time, so I wouldn't assume so.
You see, there's a kind of very worried look on his face,
Mm.
and he takes a seat next to you. I suppose I will put this to you in the bluntest of terms.
You have ligma.
And that's the session. But
Well,
he says he says to you, it seems your soul is imprisoned on Abaddon, a plane of vile evil.
That's very fun. So
Wait.
there's a lot I need to be worried about then, yes?
Very much so, as souls are not imprisoned in Abaddon. Souls are eaten and consumed.
So what you are, let me get this straight, what you're suggesting then, since it has probably been there for a while, is that my soul is either... No, it should already be consumed by now then, yes?
Yes, it would have been consumed long ago.
Is my soul fighting on that plane?
I would assume if it's in
That-
prison, no.
That I cannot tell. And by imprisoned, I do mean that it is bound and stuck to Abaddon. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is in a cell as we would take it, but it cannot leave naturally.
But could it be
Your-
recovered? Kaguya says, like, looking at the...
Like magical means, greatly magical means.
It could. However, that would be quite powerful magic, and beforehand, we would need to know the circumstances of its imprisonment, lest we risk forsaking some other, making her situation even worse.
Hito exhales deeply.
The oddest part is that, well, you're still walking, and you're not undead.
Well, that's good news. That part is good,
Mm.
I think.
You committed a soul
He-
crime, Hito?
He shakes his head. You say that's good news, and there's just a slow shake of his head.
It would be better if I was undead. Oh, that's not good at all.
If you were undead, then I would better know how to assist you in getting your soul back and being revived and perhaps even moving on. I cannot truly say that I am aware of what this is.
It... Okay. Souls, you said souls are not imprisoned on Abaddon. They are usually just kept there and eaten.
That is most often the case. Any soul that could find itself imprisoned there would likely be a temporary containment until it were to be moved to another plane or, well, be eaten.
And it's been there a while. And forgive me, but for there to be a prisoner, there has to be a jailer, or something that were to imprison the soul in the first place.
Yes, unless you did it yourself. Someone has bound your soul to that place.
Uh-oh.
So even if I were to be killed by this creature, it would not return my soul to where it needs to be.
It is hard to say.
This is very bad. Do you have... What kind of creature? What kind of thing would do this? to something else. What kind of...
I suppose there is a direct way to find out.
Oh?
Since you're still here, and still, in a sense, have your soul, while also, I suppose, not having that, I could attempt to push your consciousness back to your soul. It would be temporary,
Okay.
so you would come back, that I can guarantee, but it might give you a chance to see your surroundings of where your soul lies and perhaps gain some insight.
Now, I assume there are dangers to this. For example, if my soul were to be consumed while I was in it, I would die. Although I assume I would die here as well, probably?
As I
Anyway-
said, this is a very unique situation, and I can't accurately answer that.
Okay. That may be for the best. How long would I be gone?
The time in Abaddon, I believe, moves 1-to-1 to here. So, as far as I could do, I could keep you there for about 2 hours.
Alright. Is there any way I would be able to indicate on this plane that I am ready to return? Or...
Should this go correctly, have constant contact with your soul. So, all you need do is ask.
God.
I look to everyone else and say, Sisters, are you willing to watch over me while this happens?
Is there any way we can come with her? Okay, I guess is like stepping forward.
Well, perhaps.
But wouldn't that put them in danger by putting their souls in? I mean, Abaddon is not a... I don't know much, but I know it's not a nice place to be.
Surely he lets in visitors.
No, I don't think so. I'm in jail.
You say he.
Maybe you committed a crime.
Sorry, I would like. Did you say he is? Were you referring to Abaddon?
Abaddon is a place, not a man.
Really?
Oh
Really?
no! I thought the god of death put you in jail.
If he had, why wouldn't they consume them?
And why would this god be trying to kill me through this massive... Alright, I
Maybe
think...
he put your body in the jail too?
No, I don't. He doesn't need my body. My body stays here.
But then why did he want to kill your body?
That's what I'm not understanding. I think
That's
maybe
the only
he doesn't
conclusion.
know. I think I need to go there to figure this out. I look to the priest. What did you say his name was? Sorry.
Varial.
Varial.
Burial.
Varial. I would appreciate it if you could provide that service. Do I need to pay you?
This is quite an expensive procedure.
How expensive?
It's going to cost me about, let me go see, 350 platinum.
I hand it to him.
I gotcha.
He holds his hands up. Let's first wait and see how this goes. I would not want to rob you of your money just so you can live your life. Let's first attempt this and then see about money.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I suppose I should get comfortable then? just
This is going to take a moment.
Okay. I guess I lie down on the pew then. Because I probably don't want to fall.
Hito,
and you
as you like get
don't
ready
want
to
any
do
of them
this,
to join you.
Hito, you look back at Kaguya. Kaguya looks like she's like about to cry. Like she looks really scared.
It is fine. I don't. I think I may need to do this on my own. Kaguya, I will be okay. I will be okay. It's perfectly fine. I'm not in any more or less danger whether I'm here or there. This will help. This will be good for me.
Kaguya's
Okay.
like gripping her.
I want to say
Kaguya's
something
gripping her
selfish,
left
Hito.
arm like really badly.
Hito,
What
I
were
want to say something really selfish. I know you must do this alone, and you might not be in as much danger, but even so, I still want to be there for you and with you. And
You
a little for myself, I'm infinitely curious.
Kaguya's nodding heavily.
If it would put you at ease, would you like a future reading?
I think maybe I don't want any reading that could scare me. I
No
don't
ding
want.
ding.
I would rather not know, actually. I think I look to him. It would be much more expensive to bring the rest of them in, though. Yes.
The components to do that would be paltry to me.
Very well then. If you wish to come, if you really wish to come, by all means do. But please do not.
Kaguya's already sitting down next to you.
Please do not interfere, though. If I'm perfectly okay with you being there and trying to help, but whatever happens, do not interfere and do not. If my jailer or whatever happens to be waiting for me wishes to speak with me, I need that to be a conversation that I have. I don't want any of you getting wrapped up in this.
I feel as if, of the three of us, I would have the best background to come with, per se.
I know how to speak with gods.
Very well, just please let me handle the talking unless I need any assistance.
Intent is to observe.
If that is all right, I will lean on you if I need anything. But I do not wish for you to attract the ire of whatever this is, or get yourself involved. Whatever is happening to me is not healthy or good in any way already. I do not want to risk more. And I nod to the priest, and I just sort of sit up, try to get myself in a comfortable position where I won't fall over, and then wait.
Okay, hold on. So, as well, he sits you all near her. Let me see. He casts a spell, and seems to be taken aback. I suppose he'd start with Rin. He's taken a bit aback after he casts it.
Did I do something?
No. You're... I suppose that's... And he's just kind of like trailing off a bit. And he goes, to put this simply, I believe you and maybe all of you, if you're the same as... and he gestures to Rin. If you're the same as her, have your own method of joining her.
Oh,
I believe you simply need to ask.
I see.
all right. This will not look good.
It already does not, from what I have sensed. But that is not for me to worry about.
It is as benevolent as anything. Do not fret over it. Just if it pains you, perhaps look away. But otherwise, it should not be a problem. And I start to exhale and enter void breathing as a cloud of purple starlit smoke escapes from my mouth into. I assume we're all sitting sort of in like a, now on the floor, sitting in like a circle, kind of,
Yeah.
facing each other.
We all begin void breathing, and a cool parallel scene happens when we did it as kids. Whoa, wow.
Wow.
Our master set us in a circle. Is like, all right, whoever keeps it the longest whoever drops it first doesn't eat tonight.
And it was a contest. Who always lost? Was it Kara?
Kara Kaguya.
No, Kara can hold it for pretty long.
Kara's really good at it.
Ito was also pretty good at it.
I think
I
Rin
feel like
would
it was
drop it
different each
first.
time.
I think whenever Kaguya lost, Hito would sneak her some food.
And whenever you got caught doing that, Kogan beat us senseless.
Yeah, oh no, no, absolutely.
Not
Kogi-
beat us, but he definitely made it harder on the next day's training.
No, for sure.
No, he definitely beat us.
We will talk about whether or not our master physically abused us later, perhaps.
Definitely did.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
He
Masters.
took the sandal.
No.
The chunklet.
The chocolate.
Beat the shit out of us.
No, you didn't. Okay. But yeah, we void breathe.
Okay.
And I.
So,
Okay, yes.
so entering this state, it's as you've always done it before. You feel while in this state, sort of perhaps the presence of the cleric providing some sort of guidance or assistance, as there is among the void, which is inherently nothing, the presence of something, which you could only assume to be him. So, as you do this,
I check in with him really quickly. I say, "This is unconventional, but are you all right? Is everything good? We've never had visitors."
you don't receive a response from him.
I don't even receive like a feeling.
Perhaps a feeling of acknowledgement that he's there, but nothing
Okay,
substantial.
all right.
As you do this, you feel this odd connection that was perhaps latently there among the void breathing, but is now made more clear to you. You feel the presence of your three sisters come into your view, and you all each other in this state, and that becomes all that there is. But Hito, you begin to feel and notice two other things. One other feeling far off, which you perhaps feel to be Lady Zaya, but then there is another far, far below. Everyone is able to notice and feel it as well, and it reads to you as Hito. You go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
So I suppose you focus on this one farther away.
Yes.
And so...
Wait, we don't feel Koken's presence, right?
Never felt Koken's presence.
Not even when we were originally doing it. I assume when we were young.
You've probably felt his presence once when he joined you, but after which he had sort of made a point of how well one can begin to hide
Hide
themselves
themselves, yeah.
become one with the void. And even when joining you, he was all but invisible.
The old bastard.
Alright, I focus on this point that reads as myself, and I try to follow it.
Okay. Following this, and I assume you all follow as well.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine the
Let's
void
see.
space to be like this blackness, and we only see like the white outlines of each other, almost like chalk on a chalkboard.
Essentially, more like the energy of one another here.
Okay.
But as you go down into here, you become conscious and aware past the void once more. And we'll use this theme for now.
Uh-oh.
As you come to, all of you, you're adrift in a dark, empty space. You can only tell that there is things that exist here as you see clouds of small motes of light distance and the odd movement of other things far below you. As you float adrift here, these motes of light that kind of swarm around begin to coalesce and glow a deep red color. They continue to do this at speeding up their sort of rate of gathering until they've made a form outlined by a very dark reddish hue that seems to flash more brightly here and then as though lightning swarmed inside it. You see before you a giant whale that looks to be made of dark cloud stuff with its mouth almost sewn shut. It looks, though made of cloud stuff, almost like it's rotted, and that there's spaces within it that are but holes and emptiness. Those... You may roll a knowledge religion if you have it.
I think yeah. I know, Melody, I know what this is. And I'm scared. Oh wait, that's my eye. Nope.
It's a
Nope.
DC 15.
Let me roll it from my actual sheet, please and thank you. Roll 20 has decided to not work. Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on. Let me roll it from my actual sheet and not the sheet of my eye, which has a negative int modifier. There we go. DC 15.
No.
Do I beat it? No.
I do.
You do.
Those of you that passed recognize what this is immediately and are almost overcome with a sense of dread. This is the god, Ulk the Listener, god of madness, daemons, secrets, and ruins. And you would know as well from what you know, Kara, from your role, as well, a god of songs.
Oh, I like this god now.
Hito is just a gog because this thing is, I assume, massive. I assume it takes up like almost all of our vision.
Yeah, it's expansive, and it approaches.
Does it like move? Like, how does it move?
It seems to move like a whale and almost moves through this space as though it is water. And it speaks to you all. Go ahead.
It's like Kaguya looks at this thing, she just doesn't understand like what it is. It's this big ugly whale thing.
But you hear... Go ahead. Oh,
confused.
You hear as it bellows out, and you hear a voice come from this kind of deep wail call. Welcome back, Hito. I see you brought your friends. No, your sisters. It's been too long. Please, share with me your names.
Hito kind of looks, her mouth is just kind of hanging open, and she looks to the rest of the group like, this was a really bad idea, I should not have brought you.
I'm Rin. Rin Nuru.
Kaguya, Kaguya says, arms folded.
If I'm going to tell you the secret of my name, what will I get in return?
Oh, someone knows who I am.
I am fairly experienced in your line of work.
I see. Your name is something I'll get on my own. Until then, Hito, you do not seem ready, as we had discussed prior. Why are you here so early?
Early? Well, I'm sorry. I'm not understanding of who you are. In fact, the reason why I'm here is because I have no understanding of what's going on right now. If secrets are what you do supposedly deal with, then I suppose a secret it is of what my purpose is to you. I do not know you. I do not know how you know me. Kara, you know who this is. Know what this is?
Of course, you are in the presence of Ulks the Listener.
Would I have enough common-ish knowledge to, like, know of Ulks in general? Like,
Also,
not
you
actually, but, like, the idea of what this god represents. Big whale.
Also, it looks like you were correct. You will get my name through others.
I am sorry.
If you must know, they are a god of madness, ruin, and song.
And
A couple of those are debatable. They are a dealer in information.
Oh, and secrets.
Secrets are something they despise, per se. They don't like secrets being kept from them.
A secret is something you don't tell. And I believe that we should share everything with one another.
Sharing is a two-way street, Oaks.
Oh, of course. But I suppose in a show of goodwill, I can answer your questions, Hito. They are ones you've already traded for, and so I won't shorthand you there.
Are they waiting for me to ask them?
It seems like a formality, yes. It is waiting for direct question.
What am I to you?
Now that is quite an interesting question, Hito. I don't entirely think I know how to answer that one, but I guess from our prior interactions, I, to you, am a helpful spirit of sorts. One who helped you with what you called your truth.
Oh,
But you, to me, The closest thing, I suppose, you could connect how I see you, is as a daughter.
Oh, it's your dad.
That's your dad.
That's why the soul isn't eaten. He loves
That's why
you.
people are after you.
In that
Being a direct descendant of Olks. Ooh.
in that case, Father, how did this situation come about?
Oh, it was some time ago on your material plane. You were searching for your truth, and had come across something, I believe, quite unsettling about the place you inhabit. So, you sought help. You reached out to many others, but I was the first deity to truly listen. I brought you here, to your home, and from there we spoke and exchanged secrets. Yet, you were very disturbed by one that I had told you. One that involved your sisters and harm that might come to them. I expressed to you that there was but no way you could prevent what was to come, but it did not seem like something you would fully accept. And so, we came to an agreement. You would trade to me every secret you had, and I would give you the power to help defend your sisters and stop what we had foreseen coming. Hito, you abandoned your prior self and gave that on to me to bestow you what you are now. Do you see what I am saying?
Yes, I understand. That is why
Do
there
you
is
hunger, Hito?
always.
Are you just never full?
She kind of gulps and looks down and is starting to kind of shake a little bit. Always.
Then it is clear that it has worked. That mortal food will never sustain you. You are one with here, Hito. You're a daemon. And you crave souls.
I assumed, Father.
Please, you do not have to force such a formality.
Then I assume, Oaks, Lord Oaks, that I wanted this, yes? Truly wanted this?
If I remember correctly, you were adamant about this so that you could protect your sisters from potential harm and meeting a terrible fate.
Then that explains why I am being hunted, and I assume I am not being hunted by you.
Oh, not at all. I wondered how long it would take until that old bag of bones would take notice. Yes, the agreement we came to, in the eyes of many other gods, is a very taboo one. as I cannot deal with souls that are still connected to the person. But
So you have lifted my soul and keep it here.
But of course, you see the whale figure almost try to force its sewn mouth open, small crevices being able to get through, and from that slips another mote of light, which forms into what looks like how you used to look, Hito.
Is there any expression on the facsimile's face, or is it simply just...
It's in a fetal position, looks to be asleep.
I see. And in that case, I am terribly sorry. I forgot. I did not mean to break any sort of agreement. I hope I at least have not broken any sort of the part of the agreement. I forgot all of this.
That is fine. You've broken nothing coming here. It's quite pleasant to see you once again, and to meet your sisters you were so vehement to protect.
Hito kind of looks back at everybody with,
Rin is
like,
smiling.
trepidation.
Kage looks concerned.
Who's the one stalking me then?
Zezinel, god of luck, gambling. But in this most important case as well, the dead.
Yes.
Agreements like this are supposed to go through him first, but we didn't do that.
Right. How is my duty and reverence to you in simply sharing secrets, or is there more to this arrangement?
The arrangement was simple. You seemed quite unaware that I gained anything from this, but Hito, when I turned you to what you were, it was in a way to create a vassal to help serve on the material plane. I know that the thought and revelation that I intended for you to eat souls must be very shocking. But I do encourage you to go as long as you can without doing so. Your innovative metamorphosis, in fact, I believe one of your sisters is quite versed in the sort that I mean. Jerry was his name.
I see you are much more familiar with me than you initially led on. I'm glad you've heard of my work.
Oh, of course, you're very interesting, Kara. But
Very glad to hear that.
whatever you have done, there is a much closer eye on you than the other gods will allow me to share in. So, take this as you will, but I must say, I'm quite honored to see you here.
And honestly, I'm quite honored to now be able to call you stepfather. Father-in-law? Stepfather.
I give face palms.
This is all well and good. But Lord Oaks, I hunger. I hunger so deeply. I've never reached satisfaction in all the years I assumed since our arrangement, and I am to hold my tongue and hold back, but I am to consume the essence of other creatures. I am to destroy them.
That is the plan. At least, as far as I was concerned. You never signed or agreed to anything saying that you must. I simply thought by this point it may have happened on accident. However,
I'm trying to think. So he's suggesting that it hasn't happened yet.
yes.
Okay, that I haven't done it. And is that why I am built to kill?
In essence, no. You were built to protect your sisters. There's only the caveat that you are a daemon in hatching. Once you've consumed enough souls, or one of significant power, then you may burst forth and take the true form I'd intended for you. And the longer this takes, and the stronger you grow, the stronger, too, will be the daemon.
I see.
I'm assuming the consciousness does not carry.
Well, this is a test on both sides. Preferably, Hito can remain as is, and still be the daemon I intend for them to be. If they were to lose their consciousness, well, it would be a shame I could not stop it. I would be very upset. You were quite the person to talk to for those many years.
There has... I struggle to find the words, but I thank you for saving me from whatever was happening. I imagine if I wanted to forget, then I should not ask, lest I cause harm to myself and those around me once more, but How much... Do you know why I've forgotten?
I must say, I am unsure, but the likelihood is that it is a side effect of this. This was a very experimental process, especially trying to do so and keep it away from the purview of other divinity.
And... Alright, I see. And other beings of the divine should not be made aware of this then, yes?
They should not. But if Zezin knows, then the word is already out. So unfortunately, It seems the jig is up.
But that does not mean you wish to stop in your plans, I assume. Our plans, I suppose?
Not in the slightest, but I could return you to how you once were. You will be granted, I'm sure, all the knowledge you once had. And you will be free from our little contract. But as far as I'm aware, what we had foreseen has not yet happened. And your sisters and you are still very much in danger from what lies deeper in the void.
Oh, I don't like that! Oh, I don't like that! Oh, I don't like that!
Mm.
Uh, I do not wish to break the terms of our agreement, or... She kind of looks at this form of hers. Return, at least not yet. I have no plans to. Is there a way for me to come back here? To speak with you once more and continue talking? I feel like I have many questions, but I need to process what I now know. And I feel like you know me better than I know myself. So I would like to have your guidance available, if that is doable, my lord.
Of course. I feel that there is a way I can grant you a further method to contact me. You have with you an item of significant strength.
Yes. She produces the Tetsubo.
I shall leave a small part of me within it. And with that, should you need, you could contact me.
I would like that very much.
Very well.
If I may ask, will I also be able to contact you the same way?
All who wish to speak to me may speak to the Tetsubo. But
Excellent.
while we are here, I do not suppose there is anything you three wish to know.
Hito looks to the rest of her sisters.
I suppose. As I said earlier, knowledge is a two-way street. So, if I'm going to want to know something, you're going to want to know something in return.
Oh, but of course. I'm sure you all have things you'd like to trade for. Kaguya. I have information I'm sure you'd be most interested in.
I suppose I will go first. I'm the most comfortable in this sort of situation. You mentioned earlier there are multiple of the higher-ups, per se, that have their eyes closely drawn upon me. Is there anything that I could give you to perhaps let a name slip?
Let me ponder this.
I know I am incapable of paying the highest of prices. My soul is not something I am capable of trading at this current moment.
Of course. nor is it something I can deal with the current heat on me from the other divinities that be.
Of course, of course.
I suppose I can trade you this information. If you, in exchange, were to offer me further insight into that book you've all been trying to access.
Ah, the Lord of Secrets, wishing for knowledge of the great game. Not even you know of its contents.
The old dragons that made it did very well to hide its contents. I must say, the fact that your other sister is it, the fact that she has been able to gain such a way to allow you to look at it is beyond surprising to me.
So I can only assume that someone else out there knows of our knowledge, if you know that we know.
You hear sort of a... That would be a secret.
That would be a secret.
And while I'm gung-ho about sharing, I do have a business of sort to maintain. So, in exchange for that, I'll give you a secret that you seek. The knowledge of the biggest player looking at you would be.
I'm assuming you wish to know all that we know. Or will you be satisfied with a partiality?
I trade in the here and now. Should you find more information later on, then I will trade for that as well. But yes, for right now, I wish for all that you currently know.
How much I know. Thinks back to what they actually told me.
Yeah.
What have I been told about the insides of the book? What has been kept secret from me?
I believe
Because I never read it directly.
I believe the only things they didn't say was the full extent of what they read on Lady Zaya's history, as well as their own histories written within.
Yes. Okay. So, if you're willing to give him that information, I assume you can probably. You don't even need to say it out loud. I think you can just beam it to him, probably.
I look to the rest of my sisters first. What sort of expressions do they hold?
I have no problems with it. Hito seems honestly a little bit relieved, a little bit terrified, and looks kind of uncertain, but not about that particular thing. She looks like she's conflicted about something else.
Rin's not really paying attention.
Kaguya.
Oh God!
Rin's staring at the pretty clouds on his body.
Kaguya looks conflicted. Thinking to herself, like, is this the best? Like, at first, Kaguya she was having, like, in inner thought, thinking if she did want to use this guy. What did you want, Kara? So it's like, you look like you've broken her train of thought.
My inquiry is... who has their deepest eye upon me. I have many an admirer. I say that in jest, don't worry. But the greatest of powers that have recognized what I am capable of.
You have, well, many onlookers, 2 great players that have kept a very, very, very close eye. Vliv, the god of magic, and Abab, the unseer,
Bav, now
the deity of earth, darkness, and monsters.
interesting. Darkness I can see. Bav is what the rest of their domain.
I believe if I could infer something for you, Kara, it's likely the ability to change the form of monsters, to alter them and give them new, more powerful forms that it would most likely be interested in. Imagine the power of a creature that could create something and then hand it off to someone else who could then enhance it even further.
We've already witnessed.
Oh, yes.
We have already witnessed others who are. Well, I say others. We have witnessed. What's the word? Evidence that there are others capable, but if they have their eyes on me, that must be few and far between.
Oh, yes. The Unseer is very interested in those who can create or shape life.
My lord.
Of course. Yes.
Thank you for the.
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Kara.
I was merely going to say thank you for the information, for letting me know these secrets. Stepfather Oaks.
I have learned, Lord Oaks, new things that I keep hidden, and so I shall in turn give those to you as per our arrangement, and perhaps also for...
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, what, did you not hear what I just said?
The last part cut out.
Oh, sorry, what I said was, my lord, as per our agreement, as I have learned more that I have kept hidden, I will be divulging that to you. And may I ask in return for some knowledge on what could hurt the ego of Lord Vakos?
Oh no!
You hear, the giant figure kind of call out like another whale call, but this one a lot louder than the prior. That is so interesting. Hito, you have shared so much in the past. I can provide you this knowledge. Think of it as a birthday gift for the many that I've missed.
Wow. Thanks, Dad!
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Very, very well, my lord. And I kind of just let the knowledge that I have garnered flow out of me towards him. I don't, say it, I just kind of...
Oh no, he basically said he'd give it for free. You didn't have to share them if you didn't want.
Alright, I suppose I will wait on that then, and let him just give me the Give me the goods.
Give you the sauce.
The sauce for free.
So let me see here. If you truly wish to harm the ego of Lord Vacos, then there is an interesting tidbit hidden deep within the history he holds. Lord Vacos once was courting that of a red dragon. One very diametrically opposed to him in terms of views, but that he held a close fondness for. If you're able to find her, or learn of her name, and enough of what this relationship was like, I am only aware that the mention of it in any detail can make him quite catatonic.
Oh, I want to say it so
Man,
bad. But I don't know
Vacos
if I'm
is
allowed
sipping
to say
so
it.
hard for a red dragon.
He's a fucking cock.
What do you mean?
Oh,
He's a simp.
that is.
Vacos. Can't believe it. Actually, no, I can believe it. But
Yeah,
I
if
can't
find it out-
believe it.
God, I'm just thinking, man, if we find out by tomorrow, Lady's Eyes like, man, it's no wonder X left you.
I was
Oh.
gonna say, we're gonna give that to Lady Zaya, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Because she's the one who can just easily. And hey, if we can actually get that information today, that might be able to sway what's going on here with Alba. Because if he's not ready,
This has to be the stinger afterwards. After we
yeah,
win.
You're right.
So,
Either in anger or
is there any way? Like, how do we even get that identity? Like, is there even any way to ask for that?
Is there a direction in which we could look for this information that you know?
As far as I remember, she took to a hibernation somewhere deep in the jungles. She's been quite dormant from this game, having lost a fair bout of interest, but with an intent to return.
Would this... How willing would this dragon be to being coerced by us? Considering our, gestures, affiliations.
I'm not sure that I can really answer that. I'm not too versed in the specifics of her personality, but I do know that you should tread with caution, as she can be very temperamental and explosive to unreasonable degrees from what I've heard.
I am used to that. As you can probably already assume with our current affiliations. Aligned in the same way, I would not be surprised. Thank you, Lord Oaks.
Of course. However, I think now the questioning will have to wait until I've fully integrated with the Tetsubo. I sense that the individual who helped guide you here is not doing so well with handling both my presence and that of your other sister being connected to him in his mind at the moment.
Yes,
Oh.
how is he vibing with my connection to him?
Oh god, is he getting talked
he's-
to by Lady Zaya? Oh.
He's kind of phasing out and almost not visible as a thing you can see.
I assume he's not even, like, registering this conversation, right? Like, I assume Oaks was not...
Yeah, you don't think he's here and hearing this, but you think more of he's used magic or channeling energy to help guide you and your souls through to this area.
Then, will you continue bonding with this as we leave, or do you need time still?
The bonding will continue, as there is enough of me in there at the moment to begin to grow.
Thank you for this wondrous gift.
And please, Hito, head up. Have some more confidence here. It pains me to see you in such fear and unease.
She takes a deep breath, does the equivalent of pulling up her big girl pants, and puffs out her chest and stands proud, and says, "Thank you for the advice, Father. I appreciate it. It's been hard, but knowing that I have your support, I feel much better, I think."
That is excellent to hear. Remember, even if you do not have your weapon, I'm always listening. And
What?
with that, you feel your consciousnesses collectively being pulled back as you kind of come to once more.
I hope Lady Zaya wasn't being a Karen to our poor priest friend.
How did you get this number?
How did you get
Like to
this
speak
number?
to your god.
Oh,
I will call the authorities.
Is that their wills?
Where are my sisters?
that is,
I wake up and
That's
look at
his-
the man's.
that's his fort save.
Oh no!
As y'all snap out, he kind of keels over, grasping his stomach.
Are you okay?
Oh, here,
Are
let
you
me
alright?
help. Let me help. While I get this ready, how was your talk?
What was okay? Can I roll? I can roll knowledge nature for medicine. Can I do that and see what seems wrong with him? Like how severe it seems?
Sure.
Okay.
Also, this man is not in an answering state, Kara.
Yeah.
But you see, seems he's going through a lot of things. He's got some vertigo. He's very sick to his stomach and trying not to, vomit on the cathedral floors. He seems to have a bit of vision loss and a big loss of kind of direction and balance right now.
Okay, so he's
Think it's all temporary, though.
Yes. Okay. I sit him up on the pew. I take some of the supplies out of my bag. As an alchemist, I assume I have like basic things like water that is both cool and probably warmer, and so I take a cloth and put some cool water on it and apply it to his forehead and just kind of try to sit him up in a comfortable position. Can I do that with that heal check?
Sure.
Okay.
That would work fine. You get him set up. Obviously, not cured, but it's helping him out to be set up on something stable right now. And he's just kind of trying to recover from that. Does speak a bit, saying, such a foul creature.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry. If I had known that would have caused you that harm, I would have found an alternative method. I'm really truly sorry.
Although I will ask, when you speak of the foul creature, which do you speak of?
I fear to think that there were more. I speak of the creature with the connection to you all.
You speak of them. How was your connect? Did they speak to you?
They did in great lengths when they found that it caused me pain.
Oh, that sounds just like them.
Oh.
I am so sorry. I promise we are not. There was no intent to harm you. I didn't fully understand what we were bringing you into.
I will admit I was entirely unaware of the possible side effects.
As was I.
I give him 400 plat for his troubles.
If you would like counseling.
Trust me, you don't want that. He's just sitting down still like in a trance.
I hand that to him, and basically I keep watch over him until he seems to start feeling a lot better.
He takes it, but you're not sure if it's because he's accepting the money or just because he can't see too well and you've handed him something, so he's just inherently grabbing at what you've handed him.
It's like when you give a sleeping person a shoe and say it's a phone.
Exactly.
Hello, immediately.
Hello?
He's like, oh, good. Some pills to help me. And he swallows 400 platinum.
All 400 platinum.
Your net worth is permanently increased.
For maybe like a day.
Oh no!
So, he does say, you, are you all, aware of what Elathun's current standing on this is?
I can only assume not the best.
Who is Elathun, by the way?
Elathun is the holy city.
Right.
It is holy city, which he basically represents at the moment.
What would can I roll? What would it be? Knowledge, like history, knowledge, religion, to figure out like what Elathun would, or is he just going?
It would be knowledge. It'd be knowledge local. Okay. He will say, but if you want to pre-know,
I would like Hito to be. Never mind.
Not quite enough.
I got it.
Isn't your knowledge local bad?
Oh, no, almost only the knowledge religion.
Oh, okay.
By the way, is Cyrus in the room just watching this unfold?
Cyrus is probably in the back.
Yeah, Cyrus was here. He saw all of this.
Yeah,
he's sitting here looking at a spirit, looking back at this for like the last.
It seems at some point he has left the room. You see him in like one of the middle pews a ways away watching all this, and he has some of the confectionaries that were being sold outside.
Got himself like a hot dog.
I flip him a couple of gold pieces. Would you mind doing me a favor and getting this man some tea?
He nods and he gets up and leaves.
Thank you.
He says that whether this connection you had was good or not, Elathun is aware, unlike many, of the draconic games taking place.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
they
no.
are very vehemently against it. And though I cannot say I completely agree, I would like to warn you that is perhaps a problem you should look out for.
If we were to ever
I-
go anywhere near there, you're saying?
Most anywhere nowadays. They've started to train a new sort of paladin, one to deal with those with the connection to these
Would
dragons.
the paladins that are here today perhaps be that type of paladin?
I am unsure. I do not have much of any of the specifics on it, just that they do exist. But
I have a question. How good are you at keeping secrets?
the
Looks
creature,
at priest, looks at the fact that he probably has been in multiple confessions.
Hmm.
Just making sure.
the creature you're connected to is very.
You can say evil. You can say evil. It's
Don't
okay.
we understand?
Very well. They are a cruel being, but I sensed while guiding you that you all are not, at least not as far as I could see, as inherently terrible as they are.
If it helps, I would likely be considered a much better person if I was not under the purview of this being. We are working to try and honestly prevent them from causing more destruction. As you said, they are very malevolent, and
Kagi folds her arms. Well, I like to think we're good enough.
Are we not good?
I think we are.
we are. I do not think we would be detected as good.
I thought I was
because-
doing good.
Kage looks at the priest.
Oh no, none of you detected as evil.
But he doesn't say any of us detected as good.
Very telling.
Mm.
Sure you that my work is entirely within compliance purposes.
We are trying to help her without letting her destroy everything. Let me put it that way. And so we are attempting to, I suppose,
He
curb
he
her.
holds a hand up. Well, this could be considered a confession of sorts. It might be best if I know as little as possible.
That is
of-
fair.
I am under no obligation to give away your identities, but I do have a duty to report to Elathun that there are draconically connected people here within the modem.
If I'm being perfectly honest with you, Father, there are. I assume his religion would make him go by like Father. Right?
Yeah, father, any kind of moniker works.
Kage
Father,
looks
there
at
are
Hito, and you
lot.
hear, like, should we tell him about the rest of them, or
That
I
was
think
what I was about.
should we just murder him?
murder. No,
No.
I put my arm between these two.
Suddenly
No.
I'm detecting evil. No.
Hito says, if I'm being perfectly honest, Father, there are a lot of them around here, and I am not threatening you. Do not mistake my intentions, but I would worry for your safety. This city is full of people under the influence of dragons, and from my knowledge, everywhere you go, there are players in this game. And despite what you are saying about paladins being trained in Elathun to deal with this, I cannot guarantee that you are even safe there. I will not stop you. But I would really advise being very careful.
Excuse me.
I do not know how many eyes are on us at this moment. I look around for that bird.
He's there. No, he's not.
You know, it would make a really good story that the person who created the Paladin Order was also a dragon.
That'd be funny.
That's not necessarily impossible either. I assume we're saying that in Bonded Mind.
Oh no, Rin says that out loud.
You songbird types.
Do you need anything else? I assume Cyrus at this point has come back with tea.
Yeah, he's coming back. He's just kind of stood away a bit as y'all are talking to not interrupt. But if you do acknowledge him, he'll come over and hand him the tea, which he'll readily drink.
Thank you so much, Cyrus.
Of course. Well, I believe.
I'm sorry for walking into your life and doing this. Can I say that? I'm very sorry that I'm here right now and doing this to you.
You're apologizing to him for what it's worth. It says looking at you.
Sorry for my sister.
Shut up.
You're objectively the worst out of all of us, says to Kara.
I take offense to that.
While that conversation is going on, I assume he's saying...
He does say, I will wait a day before I inform them, so that it's not inherently clear that it could be you 4 or 5. He says, looking at Cyrus.
Pizza looks at Cyrus and shrugs.
Officially unaffiliated.
It does not necessarily matter.
Well, the most I can do is give you that time so that parallels cannot be immediately drawn.
Can you make it
2? One is the most I can muster.
I see.
Under a chaos?
I am under vow.
I see. I understand, Father.
I can understand that of a creed.
I hate to say this to anyone, but while obviously this cathedral belongs to the Songbird, I do not think I can readily allow you back into this part of the cathedral that I look over, lest I were to not recognize you. If for whatever reason you need to return here, that is.
What does that mean, GM?
He doesn't
sense
want to
motive.
What? All sense motive.
Sense motive.
If you come back in disguise.
Yeah, I mean, I figured.
Yeah, you think you think he might be stretching his vow. He might, unlike what he said, might also be required to take some action in this situation.
So we need to leave. So
and thus, if he sees you, if he sees you again, he may have to go about that and call for reinforcements, unless he does not recognize you.
Right, of course. Thank you, Father. I appreciate everything you've done for me here today. And I clap the hand that has the 400 platinum in it and say, for your troubles.
Of course. May your soul return to you in due time.
Hito tries not to grimace at that and bows to him. If we ever are in Elathun, we'll make sure to not stop by.
It's probably for the best.
Wink! Wink!
So yeah. With that,
think, right?
You'll head out. Cyrus hands you guys a pretzel.
Oh, thank
Oh,
you. Oh my
thank
god,
you.
I'm so hungry.
I know you are.
Oh, that explains quite a lot, doesn't it? As we hop back into the carriage.
Cyrus,
Oh no.
I hope you're ready.
So, as well, going outside, you see that it is a fair bit past afternoon
Oh no.
Yeah.
when you had got here in the morning.
He said he could keep us there for 2 hours. That is more than
That's-
2 hours.
That was
Yeah.
if he did his spell, which he did not do.
Oh, that's right.
You
He
guys-
was just there. He was
you-
just vibing.
You went there manually, and he just helped guide you.
Okay, he was there as a ripcord essentially.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Looks
We
Let's
should head
spend this
over
night.
to a restaurant.
perhaps that would be best. Cyrus,
unfortunately, I have very important business to attend to back at home.
Oh,
that is perfectly fine. Do you wish to drop us off then?
Well, yes.
Okay, thank you.
I'm in the mood for some elven cuisine.
Oh yes. Oh my goodness. Cyrus, are you under oath to be fully honest with Lady Zaya in any way?
I am under no such contract.
Good. How good are you at keeping secrets?
He just kind of looks at you, doesn't answer that.
I know. I yes. Okay. Okay. I understand. Anything that we say about certain new information about me, I don't know how much we're going to talk about it, but anything you hear is to be kept between us. Do you understand?
Very well. I do not speak to her often anyway.
That is perfectly fair. Oh goodness, there is a lot to unpack here. I'm sorry you all were exposed to whatever that was. Well, I don't know whatever that was. I know what it was. I have mixed feelings about the whole ordeal.
Kaguya
It sounds like
comes
something you
over
do.
and Kaguya comes over and gives you a hug.
I accept the hug. What did you say, Ren?
Oh,
Alright.
no, I said it sounded like something you'd do.
Yes, I suppose it does. To protect all of you, I suppose it is exactly what I would do.
Hito,
Yes.
it doesn't matter if you're some weird whale thing's daughter. In the end, you'll always be my sister.
Well, thank you. That is kind of you.
Oh, I have just thought of the worst possible combination of words.
Hold on. Kaguya,
Yeah?
could you
Uh-oh.
please extrapolate on that?
Like,
this is from Cyrus.
Oh.
oh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you weren't there.
No. Yes.
Oh.
As I said, this is
You
to
had
be
to admit that. It was a very
Yeah.
fun
so.
Here, let me
Cyrus.
paint you a picture.
While Rin's
Alright.
doing that, I will give you sort of an auditory audiobook kind of. Yes, that. I was, I suppose, reborn through that. Whatever that. Well, no, I know what that is. Have you heard of oaks?
Probably not speak their name lists. Who could be
Have you
listening?
heard of big whale?
Big farm.
Big part.
Let me see. Oh, oof.
Classic Hito, am I
He does
right?
not have it.
Oh, shit.
He does have it.
He's got one rank, making it a 0.
Wait, does he not have an int?
He does not.
Oh my god, he's stupid.
He's wise. Don't be mean.
Why is he
Stupid.
dumb?
He's sort of been sheltered his whole life.
That's
God.
fair, I suppose.
I mean,
It's less
the
a
two
lack
who
of
read the
knowledge,
book would
it's
know.
less a lack of learning and more of just no one's taught him a lot.
yeah, he grew up as a
Yeah.
royalty, right?
He
one way.
started growing up as royalty.
Mm,
He does not have a great
He's-
He does not have a high school education, I see.
Yeah, a fair bit of it then kind of ended up in Lady Zaya's place, and she is not a good teacher.
No.
In that she doesn't teach.
I was gonna say she wouldn't care.
Exactly. But he says, I'm well aware of what this is. That's your dad.
Apparently. My memory is quite filled with holes. Just sort of general feelings of regret, and now I understand why. Have you heard of people who say, that they are born again through their devotation? Who claim a sort of religious rebirth?
I believe I've heard some things said like that before.
It's like that, but literal.
I see. And it just so happens to be via a dark god who shall not be named.
Yes, which I suppose makes a lot of sense contextually. It looks itself. There were a lot of things I suppose I just never really questioned. Can we get some music, by the way, Jim?
Well, let me see. Yeah, we can get some music.
But
find some.
In general, yes, that is the proposition. It's difficult to say, to be honest, what intentions they have. I'm not entirely sure. They, from my understanding of it, are thought to be vile and evil, but at the same time, they only seek out information and don't really seek out to harm anyone. They're a creator of demonic creatures, but I'm here and I'm not inherently, impossibly, improbably evil.
I hope there's no offense with this statement. But I really very much question what you all would view as evil.
Because I never thought about it before.
I mean,
thinking emoji.
I am aware of what Lady Zaya is. I'm aware of her nature. I'm aware of the fact that by all accounts she is evil. And I am here, Cyrus, because she is my sister. And as my sister, I want to help her through this. And mold her and shape her into a better being. And not allow for destruction to reign upon this realm, shall we say.
So when does that start then?
That's a very good question. I mean, right now we're not doing anything bad. In fact, this part of this whole arrangement was so that we, I think, at least for me, could avoid, for a while, doing something that it's going to be very difficult to maneuver around. When we went to, air quotes, exterminate those gnolls, instead we saved many of them, brought them back, and brought them to a better part of the world where there were more resources. Again, it is not as though we can be saints or pariahs, but... Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to shift that.
Changing a process is a process of bending. Going too far at once leads to a break.
And
I suppose I understand.
Lady Zaya is not the one who's going to break in that situation. I know you are fully aware of that. And if I may say, I understand your more than valid misgivings about that very concept of trying to... Do we all know about what's up with Cyrus? I forget.
Don't believe so. I believe
Just the
Kara.
two that read the book would know the extent of it.
Oh
And
yeah, I know.
I know because I was listening in on Kara's conversation with Cyrus, so I know.
Which
that.
Yeah, you know he has magic and has had and some of his rough past. And Kaguya and Rin directly read it.
Mm-hmm.
So we all have knowledge of it, enough knowledge to
Yeah.
know that like his people were and I mean we know that his people were destroyed because he's explicitly the one who lived, and we were able to figure that out without much information.
Kaguya and Rin would be very aware it's quite worse than that to some degrees.
Yeah.
So I did gloss over it, but there are other points in that you'd be aware of. That he's been here at Lady Zaya's place for about 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
And the building, essentially, while still early on into that, he was there for 9 years as essentially the only one, and a year before that, where basically all the others that were there and were subsequently, as you surmised, killed by Lady Zaya, their bones were set into the brickwork of where Lady Zaya resides.
And he had to do that.
That was his job. But that's
Very, very bad.
Yes, I'm fully aware that what has been done to you is atrocious and unforgivable, so I don't expect you to share any remote sentiments that I have. And perhaps it is a fool's errand, but at the very least we can soften what she wants done, while making her feel as though everything is accomplished in a way that's satisfactory. And we can gain accolades for her that don't require us to cause grand-scale harm. Giving her other avenues of getting what she wants without, well, doing what she did to you. It's difficult, and I don't understand. Well, sorry, not understand. I don't expect you to necessarily forgive us or like us, considering. And I hope that we've treated you well and tried to give you a little bit of freedom when we can.
You've allowed me to go outside again. And things that Zaya has done are not things that you have done. It matters very little, however. It's been done, and it's over.
Oh god,
Yes.
I want to roll a sense motive against that, but I know I'm not going to hit him. Because I
Yeah,
want to see,
I'm
not
gonna
that if
try
he
to hit
harbors
that.
resentment, but
I already know his stance on that.
I'm sense motivating that just to be fair. So I don't think that'll reach high enough.
I can't wait for you to see his bluff check.
No, I know his bluff check is obnoxiously high. I don't remember exactly what it is. I've tried to beat it before.
yeah.
No, it's 18.
No,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, he would have had to roll.
So,
Our bluff checks are very much like, or bluff versus sense motive. It comes down to chance whether or not I beat him.
I
Yes.
could. I could.
His is only at a +2. It's only +2 higher than my sense motive.
Oh yes, I see.
I'll
So that's why it's roll of the dice whether or not I can sense motive him.
not quite.
Cyrus.
Which you were saying something, Rin?
Cyrus, you heard of our plans or our intentions. Would you like to help us with them?
With
To
what?
make this change.
Kaguya looks at Cyrus.
Not with
I'm
just-
not sure.
Oh.
I'm not sure how I could assist.
Not with just
Lady Zaya seems as Oh.
with the state of the game in general.
Kaguya still doesn't know about that.
Wait, what do you mean?
Tiny, you're talking about what we're doing with Balmric, right?
Oh, right, yeah, I don't know about that. So Kage like looks at like Rin like,
That is a story for another time. We should leave that dog. We should let that dog lie.
That is something that we need to talk about very discreetly. Kaguya, I understand you want to know. That is something even here that I'm not. I kind of like peek out of the carriage tent that I'm not fully comfortable talking about in depth.
Make a sense
I only
motive.
bring this up because...
I mean, I'll make a sense motive on you if you want.
Oh.
You really want. You really want it. 22.
I only bring this up because I trust you, Cyrus, and I know Kara trusts you.
Okay, never mind.
Kaguya, I'm telling you right now. We need to find a good time to talk about this distinctly and discreetly. You understand? I'm not hiding anything from you.
I understand.
Okay. But at the very least, what everyone is allowed to know at this moment, we are trying to fix things. And we are trying to make change to the world that is positive rather than what is currently happening. Are you willing to help us, Cyrus, with that? At least from what you know right now.
No.
Oh, I forgot to add my additional round.
I suppose that I could help. I'm not sure how dedicated or invested I can say I really am, but I guess at the end of the day, I as much have to listen to you as I would Saya. And so, it'll give me something to do that is more than being in a cave.
I would like for you to be able to have the agency you deserve, Cyrus. And one day, the full freedom that you have earned after so much hardship. The full freedom you should have had from the beginning. Hido's kind of tearing up just a little bit. And I am sorry for what is currently happening, and I am sorry that things are moving slower than I would like.
Well, you all do have goals you're after. That could by proxy solve things. I don't think there's really much need to worry specifically about me. It would probably bring more conflict with Zaya. At least at the moment.
At least at the moment. I'm not going to try to force things. But it is a goal, and it is a goal that I think you will find happens sooner than later. You didn't ask for this. You didn't deserve this, but we're working with what we have. And I hope that we can continue to give you outlets. Cyrus, what do you want? You seem very nonplussed about everything we're discussing, but what do you truly want?
I don't know. It's been quite a while. I guess to at least know if anyone is left back at home. If there's not, then it's about what I expected. And life moves on.
Very well. I think we can do that for you. But for now, we should be getting to everything, and we should treat you to a meal.
I do believe that you all are just about at your stop.
Yes.
And while I would very much appreciate Cyrus coming with me, I suppose you do deserve quite the meal. I will wait for you back home.
I can come with if you want. I had several pretzels.
Would
yes,
you
but
prefer?
that is. Well, hold on. No. Listen to me, Cyrus. You need more than pretzels. You are a cook.
pretzels?
You know.
If you're looking for food, we do have food at home. So you can make
I look
something
at
you
Rin
want, Cyrus.
with the
I do
saddest
not-
expression.
Not want Cyrus to have to make himself another meal again.
No.
I thought that's what was being implied.
No, we're taking you to a restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, have you had Elvin?
I.
I have
Let me see here real quick.
I don't remember.
Gotta roll the
I
remember check.
have. I do not.
remember to-
I do not believe I have.
Quite very, very leafy.
I barely, as well, know of Elven in general.
Their cuisine is interesting. It's always unfortunate knowing that they have three separate. What's the word? No, what's the word of real life?
Cutlery?
No. Parts of a meal.
Courses.
Courses.
Yeah, of course.
You have three. The typical dinner has three separate salad courses.
And those aren't even all the courses.
And there's different utensils for each dinner.
Which is good. I like it. It's a little much, but I like it. It makes me feel pampered. Anyway,
It's
you were
especially
going.
good for those of us who don't eat meat.
Maybe I can learn something from them.
That is the art of cuisine.
But I think the goal here, Cyrus, is for you to eat food that's good that you don't have to make. Do you know enjoyment? The word enjoyment?
Give me a perception.
No. Oh, I hope I
Hey,
did.
can I want to roll perception.
I was just poking
Like,
at him.
Kaguya, you hear the word idiot like in bonded mind.
What did I do?
That was very rude.
She was just jeering him.
So,
a little bit.
So though he remains like always very stoic, you see almost like his mouth kind of quiver, but it kind of cracks briefly into a smile.
Oh!
Okay.
Cyrus
not.
made a Cyrus joke.
I've just realized now that somebody's had a birthday present today. No, nobody's. You, Cyrus, also deserve some belated birthday presents.
Yes, you haven't had one for at least 9 years, so of course.
I suppose I haven't.
Well, let's start here. And we'll figure out the rest as we go, I believe. Yes?
It sounds alright to me.
And as we approach, Hito takes the first step out of the carriage and extends a hand to Cyrus to help him down.
He'll take it. You help him down. And with that, you all...
I do have one last thing that's going to be cut off. It was something I wanted to do when I got home.
That's fine. We can do that at the start of the next session.
Yeah, we'll get to that at
Okay.
the start of the next one. But
I wanted
until...
to-
well, we'll leave off with y'all heading out to eat. And with Kara going to do what she was planning to do, which we will see next time.
I actually also wanted to stay Kaguya actually says that she has some unfinished business that she would like to get to. So she's also gonna be like heading off, if that's okay.
But work with a magic item that I told Caleb about.
Yes,
Okay.
that I think is better handled.
Yeah, that's better.
That's not what I wanted to talk about. But there was
Okay.
this sentence that I wished to say of something I did when I got home.
Okay.
I think we're
Yeah,
going to
we'll-
have to wait until the next
Yeah.
session.
We'll
right?
tackle it next time.
I hope I remember.
Alright, everyone say bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Next
Stranger.
time on
Xorvintaal.
I'm just gonna PM it
Games
to
of the
Caleb.
Void.
Games of
Games.